Okay, Scorpio, this is going to be a general reading for you guys for this upcoming week to see, well, sorry, that's TikTok. I was going to say to see the full reading, come over to my YouTube channel. All right, so I'm going to start off here with these affirmation type cards here this week. So, all right, so for Scorpio, all right, so it's decisions. Due to the random factors of life, nobody can know that every decision they make will provide the perfect outcome. Things often come unexpected, and decisions can sometimes seem like gambles. But what we can do is look into ourselves, consider what we want, what we need, and what we are capable of, to analyze situations carefully, and forgive ourselves and learn when misjudgment or external factors result in mistakes. I consider each of my decisions carefully. I am at peace with the fact that not all my decisions can bring about the ideal outcome. All right. And I'm using this deck this week. All right. So for Scorpio, for this upcoming week. And if you guys wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, I'd really appreciate that. And at the end, if you liked it, if you want to give it a like, that'd be cool. And if you guys watch my channel, you probably know that every sign has a power color, and yours is black. Okay, so you have air signs here: earth, fire. See if any signs stand out. No. Not really. Okay, so just looking at the cards here for a second. Okay, so you start off here with the 10 of Swords. Okay, so that is about, it's the end of a situation. And it usually brings relief or sadness or both. But it's opportunity for a new happiness. For some, it's like feeling of loss, but it's moving on. And for some, it's an end of an addiction. So for others of you, this is saying to focus on your health. Some of you may have some back issues or nerve damage. Okay, next here is the High Priestess. And that's about intuition and insights and psychic abilities. And it's inner knowledge. And it's about like spirituality. That changes might be taking places on the inner planes for some of you. And it does say to consider your next steps carefully. So next here is the Magician. And the Magician says, if you believe it, you can do it. Looks like you have skill, concentration, power. Just have confidence. It shows that you have all the right stuff you need to manifest whatever it is that you want. It says to acknowledge your inner power and potential. All right, next here is the Seven of Pentacles. So that shows that seeds well planted. So your efforts will be rewarded in the future. Just need for patience right now. But just have perseverance and faith that there's going to be reward. And it shows that you take pride also in your work. That's good. That was good. Next here is the Queen of Swords. So that's about inner strength also, just like the High Priest. So it's about the inner strength and being strong and independent. And a lot of you are like a mature single woman or, widow or divorced. And you don't have to be a woman. The card generally speaks of it being just as of a woman, but you can also be a male and, be strong and independent, have this inner strength. And it also represents like being witty and seeing the humor in difficult situations. And it shows that your intuition is keen. A lot of you are focusing on your career right now. Some of you may even want a little more in life. Well, whatever it is that you want, remember, if you believe it, you can do it. All right, so next here is the Knight of Swords. So you have a lot of swords here, by the way, and I don't know if, there's air sign around you, or might be some around you, or maybe you've just been thinking a lot about things lately. But air signs are the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So back to the Knight of Swords. So that is events that move with great speed. And it's sudden or unexpected changes. It does show that you're driven and focused. And some might even be a little defensive. But it shows that you have courage and determination. It also says, don't let your strong will cloud your judgment. Okay, next here is the Page of Swords. So that shows somebody who's a little blunt and intelligent, curious type, kind of like seeks the truth. It also represents new studies or training. So some of you might be learning something new right now. Or maybe you want to do something new. It also speaks of delayed or disappointing news. So just keep that in mind. Not might just be something delayed. Even though this says stuff that moves fast, this says it could be something that's like delayed news. But next here is a Page of Wands. And both these pages can indicate somebody a little younger. So I don't know if there's a younger air sign around you. I'm just trying to figure that out. That's why I'm looking at the cards here. But let me go back. So the Page of Wands indicates somebody who can be active and energetic. And it does represent actually good news coming in. This said delayed or disappointing. This says good news coming in fast. But something here is moving fast. You have a couple cards saying that. This can also represent travel for some of you. But it does show like your visions become reality. So, like I said, if you believe it, you can do it. Your visions become reality. And some of you have a heightened imagination right now, like a kind of like a new level of focus. Okay, next here is the High Priest. So that is about like ethics and practical wisdom, and it says to take advice from someone that you trust, like a wise mentor or leader. But it can also represent like religious or spiritual themes. But it can be a priest, a counselor, or even a teacher. Maybe you're a teacher, maybe you're a counselor, but it is usually a spiritual blessing. And for some, it does indicate marriage because it's a public show of union, faith, or devotion. But so it can be marriage for some. Okay, so at the end I pull an extra card. Okay, and I'm going to pull it out of my Chinese deck here. King of Swords. Yeah, a lot of air here. Okay, King of Swords. So you have the Queen of Swords here, and now the King of Swords came out. And generally, when you have the King and Queen in the same suit like this, it generally represents like a soulmate type connection, or like true love type connection. Maybe it is with the air sign, or maybe an air sign is coming for you. But either way, this King of Swords here, this is somebody who's sharp-minded and respected. And the person can be someone in uniform even. But it shows authority and power. And trying to figure out if this is you or as somebody around you. I think this is more somebody around you, and you are more the Queen of Swords, and the King of Swords is somebody who's around you that could possibly be an air sign. For some, it's an air sign. For some, it can be any sign. But yeah, so it also, like I said, represents somebody who's fair-minded, and it shows that if there's any like official documents, it shows that they'll be wrapping up. And this card shows person who gets things done. All right, you guys. Again, if you like this, if you want to give it a like, that would be cool. And if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, I would really appreciate it. All right, thanks a lot.